everyone, my name is Dorothy. I'm a mom of 4 boys. We live in Kenya. We've been living here for over 10 years. I'm originally from Germany with a Italian and Nigerian heritage, and my husband is Spanish. In today's video, I want to give you a glimpse of our Wednesday and what a Wednesday routine is usually like. I start off with preparing my breakfast, and on Wednesdays, I tend to do soaked oats. I like to have this breakfast on Wednesdays because it gets very busy. My 2 oldest have piano practice that starts at 8:30 in the morning, and my 2 youngest have football practice that also starts at 8:30 in the morning. And I tend to eat my breakfast around 11 on Wednesdays. I don't mind doing a longer fast in the morning because I actually enjoy the intermittent fasting. My 2 youngest are having granola with yogurt this morning. I'm adding some cinnamon, vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt into these soaked oats, and then I let them sit on the counter until I'm ready to eat them. So all I have in the morning is lemon water, about half a liter. My little ones tend to get very excited about their soccer practice on Wednesdays. I'm preparing omelette for my 2 older boys, along with sourdough bread, which we buy at a store called Brood. And they enjoy their sourdough bread with a bit of butter on top. My older boys are doing their morning chores. After breakfast, they always have their morning chores. So my older boy has to clean the floor, sweep and mop. And my second youngest, who's 7, has to wipe down all the counters in the kitchen as well as the stove after his breakfast. Leanne, I'm just logging on. Hi.
Correct.
The piano lesson is done remotely with a teacher from India. And the way that we do that is through Zoom.
Leanne, let him read that first sentence. Yeah, sure.
Left. Now the next. Let's go red. Where you go? Ball.
Now that the oldest has finished his piano lesson, he's gone to play football. And my younger son, who's 7, has his lesson now with the teacher. And it works really well, I must say. What I love about this setup is that I sit in during the class and I have to learn everything that my older boys are learning. So I'm learning to play the piano alongside my children. And I love that because then when we do homework, as she gives them homework, I can take them through the homework and understand what needs to be done. And it's much more helpful when I understand what they need to do. I'm hanging up their artwork. I used to hang them up on the wall, but now I've stopped doing that because it chips away the paint from the wall and then we have to repaint every time. So now we've decided it's a much better way to hang it up by the chimney. And then after about a week, I put away their artwork into a folder so they can then look back and see what they've been doing over the year. One of the things I love most about living in Africa, Kenya especially, is the fact that we live in this home where our children can simply run outside and play, be barefoot, and the weather is always very pleasant and warm and sunny, usually. And it's just one of those free places that you can enjoy the outdoors. So now I am preparing some cupcakes, and I like to call these healthy banana oat cupcakes. I've kind of adapted the recipe from Earthy Andy's book, hence why I'm still looking at the ingredients. I'm using some almond milk and I'm mixing some apple cider vinegar into the almond milk, and then I let that sit for about 10 minutes while I prepare the batter. I'm peeling about 2 large bananas. Going to put that into the blender to blend, and that will really sweeten the cupcakes nicely, apart from the coconut sugar, which will be just a little bit extra for sweetness. Our NutriBullet has been very handy in our home. We use it almost every day for many things like dips, preparing cupcakes. So I have already blended about 1.5 cups of oats, and now I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons of raw cacao powder. I'm mixing that into the blended oats.
I'm gonna add a bit more for good measure. Okay.
In the blended bananas, I'm adding about 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
I like to put
And to moisten the cupcakes, I'm adding 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm using plastic here. I'm not fond of plastic, and we've actually gotten rid of most of the plastic items in our kitchen. This is one of a few containers that we still have that is plastic, but I like to keep this because all our measuring cups have been broken, the ones that are not plastic. So I keep this one just in case. I'm adding the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, and then I'm going to mix everything up. My little one loves helping in the kitchen. He's 2.5 years old, almost 3 now. His name is Joel, and he really enjoys helping in the kitchen. He's very curious as well to see what I'm preparing a lot of times.
so that's 30. Black pepper, in which case you do half.
And then I let them bake in the oven for about 30 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius. And boom, they're ready. I also add some chia seeds and flax seeds and hemp seeds in there sometimes. On this day I didn't, but usually I would do that. And it's just a really nice, healthy snack for the children. They turn out so well every single time, and my kids love them. I think my oldest wanted to have one already, and I wasn't ready to give him one else. So I was telling him to wait.
No. It says crushed garlic, so you could just put 1 teaspoon of garlic.
We're having potato stew and sautéed salmon for lunch. This was actually the first time that we attempted this recipe for the potato stew. So I used my beloved ChatGPT, which I tend to use when I need to find out things about maybe recipes or when I need help with emails or things like that. It's quite a useful tool. We're having our lunch outside on this day. And I'm actually feeding my little one on the swing because he wasn't ready to eat on the table. And that's okay. Usually that doesn't happen, but today that was our routine. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And do let me know as well what else you would like to see from our life here in Kenya. Okay, bye.
After I sit and slowly